ladies, guess what? It's still dub season. Now, many of you are still asking me, what does dub even mean? Besides my song, you a dub. I can't call you for nothing, you a scrub.
When you feel it in your body, making me dance, making me wanna get naughty. When you feel it in your body, when you feel it in your body, when you feel it in your body, making me dance, making me wanna get naughty. When you feel it in your body,
and then so forth and so forth and so forth. By the way, if you really want to know that meaning, stream dub now. Anyway, dub pretty much means, like, you know, something you don't want, something that's canceled, something that doesn't exist, something that you can push off, something that's a scratch, annihilate it. Regardless, it's something that you can push to the left because it no longer serves you, at least in my particular definition. So back to the basics. Dub. I wrote that song Dub, I think it was like 2023, and at the moment I was very angry. I drank a little bit of Hennessy, you know, a little bit of hen dog, and I was just mad at that moment. There was somebody in particular that I was mad at, but not just that person. It was just maybe some people before, you know. I just had all this emotion just towards life in general, and some of it wasn't my own. Some of it was I just felt like God, the universe, was just sending me messages and sending me codes just to say, just to feel like I really stepped into that energy and that power. But it was really less about the person. It was more about myself. It was about me stepping into my power, me understanding my worth, me pushing that energy out so I can really feel, understand that power. And it doesn't just have to be about relationships. It's just life in general. You know, sometimes we in life and we're like, okay, what's my next step? Things didn't go as planned. These group of people didn't turn out the way that I thought. This relationship or somebody I was dating, it didn't turn out the way that I thought. I'm not making the money I want to make, or I am making the money I want to make, but I still feel empty. Regardless of what those situations are, dub season exactly is a season where you are 100% supposed to just step into your power and just know what you want and go for it in that. So when I wrote the song Dub, even though it was 2 years prior, I did end up, actually, I don't know if I manifested the person or I don't know. But regardless of that, maybe like a year, I ain't gonna say 2 years, a year after, yeah, it was a year after, me and somebody that I knew, some of the stuff became true in the song. Some of it was just a whiff of my imagination, and some of it actually manifested itself. Ladies, word of advice, don't ever date a dub. Okay. Anyway, back to the message. So this season, I really want to let my ladies know, or not just ladies, anybody that wants to push into their more divine feminine power, and not just energy, divine feminine power, and really push that into themselves. But keyword, sometimes you have to actually remember what that divine feminine energy feels like and what it looks like. And for men, your divine masculine power and energy. So as a reminder for myself, I made something called charm bracelets. Y'all know what a charm bracelet is. Like, look at all these charm bracelets. And actually, me doing charm bracelets really was just a hobby. So it kind of started off as a hobby, and then from that hobby I just started really liking to make charm bracelets. The crazy thing about it is I kept thinking about, I want to make charm bracelets, I want to make charm bracelets. And I think it started off kind of like me just trying to figure out like jewelry or something like that, and I just kept thinking about charm bracelets. So I first started off with just bangles. You can see these bangles, and then it turned into charms. So I actually started making real life charm bracelets. I got my materials and I started putting on charm bracelets. And honestly, my very first charm bracelet was very cute. Anyway, long story short, a couple of people, I will wear it, and a couple of people would just ask me, where you get your charm bracelets from? And I'm like, girl, I make them. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And then next thing you know, boom, people are buying them. Then I put it on Etsy. Etsy was okay, but Etsy, I was like, I'm done with Etsy because they start to piss me off. And then I just decided that I wanted to make my own website. You know what? Not even have a middleman. CharmByCraft.com. So for today, I want to go through my charm bracelets so we can kind of break down. Every single charm has a meaning and a message. And if you research on Google, charm bracelets usually represent protection, a form of milestones, spiritual protection. You know, it could represent luxury, it could represent wealth, or just things that you want to manifest. One thing that I think that each person who gets these charms should understand is pray over them, sage them, whatever you want to do, just so you can maybe tap into that energy as a reminder of what it is that you either want to accomplish, break away from, remove, or continue to grow in. So today, let's go through some of my charm bracelets and see what we're talking about. You go to charmbycraft.com and you go to the Dub Season collection, you are going to see all of these different charm bracelets that just kind of represent the collection that we are trying to, you know, manifest, dub, get rid of. So anyway, we're going to go through a couple of these charms and we're going to see exactly what they mean. So this one is called, let's put it up, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. And if you look at it, these are like all of the charms. I love this one. It's like a teddy bear. Then we got a donut. We've got lips. We've got a diamond heart, another donut, blue teddy bear, gambling. We got a Stanley cup. I'm saying gambling. This is dice. And then we have like a little, like, you know, you make the balloons and it turns into a dog like that. And we got lips over here. And then this is a toggle. So I like to make my charm bracelets tight so that way they won't easily fall off. You push this through and then it looks like this. This material is made out of metal. I also have stainless steel materials as well. And then when you're ready to clip them on, you just push this through the toggle like that. And we're good to go. See? Hey, I just push it on if you want to pull it myself. And I take my right hand, or if you're left-handed, take your left hand and put it on the opposite charm, or get you somebody if you can't do it. I literally just pull both of these together. I push it on like that. I pull the toggle claps through like this. Pull that through and boom. Okay? So if we go to Charm by Craft on I'm Just a Girl, this basically is just kind of describing I'm just a girl. Charm bracelet, it says she's just a girl. All she wants to do is embrace her divine feminine nature, be nurturing, pour love into people. She's easygoing and so precious. Her hugs feel just like a cuddly teddy bear, all warm and cuddly. She wants to love and be loved. So if you are thinking about that emphasis, this is exactly the type of charm bracelet that you ladies want to purchase, okay? Because this one pretty much just talks about how you just want to be a girl. And sometimes in today's world and society, for some reason, there's this hatred towards women with all these weird laws that are changing. And, you know, some men that might not understand our divine feminine energy and power, but sometimes we just want to be a girl. We didn't sign up for all of this mess, okay? We just want to be soft, we want to be cuddly, we want to be cute. And this bracelet is really just a reminder for that. Now, just to kind of give you a little bit of understanding, the best time I would say for like maintenance with my bracelets, if you want long-term wear, best thing to do is try not get in a pool or do crazy activities with it. Basically, just wear it when you know you want to preserve it, put it back into the box or the packaging that it's sent to you in. The best thing to do is try not to let it get hooked onto other items, because obviously you can pull charm bracelets if you're like at the gym and you got your charm bracelet on and then it gets hooked onto something. Like, no. So for my next charm bracelet, this one is called Play Hearts, Not Games. Again, for my next charm bracelet, this one is called Play Hearts, Not Games. Look at it. Look at all these beautiful charms that are on here. This one is one of my favorites. This one is when you want to feel like a boss. And for my ladies, we're going to play hearts. We're not going to play these games. Like, here's the thing. If you're going to play people, be straight up. Look, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. And this is what I'm going to come with. We're gonna play the heart. We're not gonna play the game, because the other person will know what we're coming into, and it's up to them to decide if they want to initiate. To unlock her heart, one must be self-sufficient. Okay, this is somebody that probably has been scorned in their life if they get this type of bracelet. So at this point, she's only up for winning. She'll play you before she gets played, so you better be honest with her, because she's better at her game. Now, let me reread that for the people in the back. To unlock her heart, for the ladies that get this type of bracelet, this is what you're going to be manifesting. This is exactly what you're going to be asking the people in front of you, anybody who wants to come near you, to unlock her heart. If that's what you're trying to do, you must be self-sufficient. She has already been scorned, so she's only up for winning. She'll play you before you play her, so don't play her at all. And just be honest, because guess what? She's better at a game. She done went to the bottom, she's at the top. If you gonna come, she play hearts, she don't play games. But if you do her right, she'll give you the key to her heart. To let you know, every single charm bracelet has a message. This charm bracelet is called Delicate and Pretty. Now this one has a lot of charms on it, and it's so pretty. It's got the little cupcake, it got heels, an airplane, it's got the peace sign, it's got a siren, it's got donuts, another here, the Eiffel Tower. It's just so freaking cute. Okay, so this one is called Delicate and Pretty. Okay, let's see what this one talks about. Okay, so this is for people who feel and believe and understand you are so smart, you are so sweet and kind, and you deserve an easy-going life. Okay, it should be filled with beauty, travel, and nice things. Your smile is contagious and resonate good energy. Children love you and people adore you. You're a role model without even trying to be. You're like a beautiful siren who can sense the good in people. These for all the soft and delicate baddies out there. Okay? This is so gorgeous. Now, these for all my queens. This one is especially my Black African queens, or Black American, or whatever you want, Caribbean, anybody of the diaspora, whatever you want to say. This one is called Queen Dumb. Okay, we came straight from the motherland, but here's the thing. We all really came from the motherland, every single human being, but that's another conversation. However, this one is straight up called Queen Dumb, all right? This is for all the ladies that are knowing that they're queens, that they're going to be treated like the queen, they're going to be walking to a room because they are a queen, and any person want to be next to them has to understand that, okay? So when we go to Charm by Craft, we're going to see what the message and the meaning of this one is. Okay, when you are a queen, that strong, powerful, and Nubian, these charms push that powerful presence out of you. Okay, so here's the thing with the charm bracelets. Even though they all have a message, you literally don't necessarily have to apply the message and meaning 100% to your life or to your story. Just pull what resonates from you. There could be certain parts of the message that you know that resonates, and there could be other parts that you want to add to it. The great thing about my charm bracelets, and some of them are just rhinestones, which you might not be able to necessarily always search, but majority of these, if you go to, like, for example, if you go to Google, you can literally type in, what is the spiritual meaning of a cross? I think, for example, we all know this. And so this is not even necessarily for the religious people when I have crosses on mine. This is just a sign of protection. Or you can use it for the actual meaning, resurrection, right? This is for people who want to transform, who, you know, their old self is gone. They want to resonate into a new person, a new self, a new higher spiritual persona. Look up the spiritual meaning of a diamond ring or a wedding ring. Or if you just like, look, I ain't trying to care about all these meanings and deep, you know, spiritual meanings. I just want a cute bracelet that's gonna go cute with my outfit, and I'm gonna listen to dub because it makes me feel powerful. Even if you don't got nobody to dub, which is really great, sometimes we still need a message and a reminder that we are beautiful and that we are loving and that we are of the divine feminine energy power source that God has given us. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. These charm bracelets If you go to charmbycraft.com, they each have that message and meaning. And I wear my charm bracelets all the time because they literally, for me, I get to visualize and see something in the physical about how I feel. Not to mention, outside of some of the compliments that I do receive from these charm bracelets, I also feel luxurious. I also feel, you know, like I can stand out. I also feel, you know, like I'm manifesting the things that I asked for. They come in stainless steel, they come in metal. Many of the charms last unless you're just doing a whole bunch of wear and tear. And trust me, go to charmbycraft.com. For any reason you need maintenance on your charm bracelet, go to charmbycraft.com, email them, and then you 100% understand why they are good customer service type of, you know, retail. Anyway, yeah, so these charm bracelets definitely have helped me through life. And then maybe in the next episode, I can kind of show you exactly how I make them. I won't show you where I get my charms from or how I make my charms, but I'll show you how I make my bracelets and put the charms on. Mind you, sometimes it can be tedious and take forever, I'm not gonna lie, to make, but sometimes it can be quick just like that. But when you put your heart and your soul and you purchase one of these charm bracelets, you'll be so happy because you're going to feel exactly what the message and the meaning is trying to entail. And hopefully this season, we can dub things that don't serve us and we can move forward, right? Dub is not just about relationships. It's literally about any and every situation, thing, person, entity in your life and existence that you want to cancel, central, alt, delete out. So that way you can rise in who you are always supposed to be. Until next time, ladies, stream dub right now. It's MaryamCraft. I'm out.